Hello and welcome to Talk a Good Game. It's just finished. West Ham United 3, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. The Hammers go 7. Now we might knock down the place depending on Man United taking on Liverpool in a kick-off for half an hour time when we're recording this. But just finished 3-0 at London Stadium. Gonzo, how you feeling?
Yeah, they're brilliant, isn't it? And I had a little cheeky look on my phone at the league table, and it's good. It does. It's amazing. So topsy-turvy, so many odd results in the Premier League at the moment. And yeah, I mean, we're right back in the mix, and that's certainly, well, we obviously, as you mentioned, we don't know what's going to happen with the Man U game yet, but it certainly sets it up. And I'll tell you what was nice, Gio. We've gone some way to repairing some of that goal difference, which obviously took a bit of a battering against Fulham. So that's really good. Looks good. Everything looks pretty good, really.
We're here to discuss the highlights and a match review, but while you're here, please do subscribe if you're new to Hammers Chat and drop a like on the video as well. Helps out the video, helps out the channel. It makes us happy here at Hammers Chat too. Also, Christmas jumper time. We've got a few left in stock. We're out in some sizes of some of the designs, but there's 2 designs. Head over to hammerschatstore.com. Anyone that orders anything, it will be posted. I promise you. I'm working hard on every single order right now. Every single order will go Monday or Tuesday this week, and we'll be with you by the end of the week. So get ordering up, but please do not order after Tuesday because I can't guarantee you'll get to you in time for Christmas. Right, Gonzo, I mean, we started quite well actually. We made it 1-0 in 22nd minute, but I thought it was a relatively good start from us.
Yeah, it was. He had some really good link-up play, I think, down the left-hand side once again. It was interesting, actually, because we wondered what would happen with James Ward-Prowse, and we got the answer. And I think this may well be what David Moyes looks to do going forward. It's always difficult for him, I think, to try and shoehorn some of these players in, because you do get the impression that like Ward-Prowse and certainly Thomas Souček, and their 4 set plays. How's he going to accommodate them? And was just really, really interested watching him being the furthest forward midfield, but almost like a little variation on it. He was swapping with Paquetá on the left as well, and I felt very much out of possession. If they broke on us quickly, he would also go and help out on that left-hand side, Ward-Prowse. So, yeah, but he was a little bit number 10, a little bit left-hand side, some pressing there, but there was some really good link-ups down that left-hand side, and I thought Emerson in particular actually started it before we scored, started with real intent in that game.
We made it 1-0 though. He's sort of, well, we've got poster boy in Jarrod Bowen, but we've got star boy in Mohammed Kudus, so he just can't stop scoring, but a fantastic goal to make it 1-0.
Yeah, but it was, and also just Emerson. Look at Emerson just before that. He's on the back post, really good left back positioning, and that was the start of it. Now look, obviously what then goes on is, Paquetá, who was just sensational all day, amazing performance. And then obviously he's released Kudus, and he's so far from goal at this point. You're thinking, it's unlikely. You're almost thinking, how is he going to? You think he's too far to generate enough power to score a goal. So is he going to kill time for someone to get up in support? Because it was classic counter. Well, it was all counter attack, but it was just an amazing shot, really. And I love the celebration. I love that's nice, almost like Paquetá saying, "I know your celebration. Come on, we jump on the barrier together." And it was more evident later, but they were going to go on to they were thoroughly enjoying themselves actually, by playing that way. What a couple of players they are.
Yeah, fantastic pass from Paquetá. Really good control from Kudus. And he's still got a lot to do outside the area, but the power he gets on is superb. Now, I will say the keeper should be doing a hell of a lot better. That was conceded against us. I'd be screaming blue murder at whichever goalkeeper like that one in, but it's a fantastic strike from Kudus. 10 minutes later, though, it's 2-0, and it's the same link up again, but a completely different type of goal.
Yeah, and again, Zuma read. Don't get me wrong, I don't think it was a great pass from Wolves. A Wolves player played it, but he read it, Zuma. So again, bang, counter attack. What a pass! What a pass! And obviously, Kudus goes on and finishes with his right foot. Again, they were both unexpected. I think that's the thing. I wasn't expecting the early shot, which maybe the goalkeeper wasn't, as you say. He looked a bit nervous today, the goalkeeper. Throughout, I thought, but I mean, certainly, I wasn't expecting to hit it with his right either. He hit it with his right, but I mean, a pass, and they did a pass from Paquetá was wonderful, and they did it again. Jumped up on the advertising hoardings and had their celebration. And I'll tell you what, I don't know if you saw, they had the had the guy there with the like obviously from the West Ham media team with a camera. Oh, honestly, getting all these Instagram footage and stuff for the website. It was brilliant. I mean, absolutely brilliant. And at that point, I was feeling quite cock a hoop that I'd put £1.25 on a 5-0 win for West Ham. I was looking at it, I'm getting £83 today.
Yeah, I think he needs to stop doing that, sitting on the board beside the away fans. So he's going to get coined one day. There's going to be a 2 pence that gets bounced off his head when he keeps on doing things like that. But I thought it was fantastic. You know, really, what a counter attack there is. Like you said, Zuma reads it really well, distributes it fantastically as well into Paqueta. And Bowen and Kudus are both running. Great ball from Paqueta, but also well done by Jarrod Bowen. He also gets a shout from Kudus because Bowen could control that. It's a difficult one for him too because it's zipped in towards him. But it's for Kudus. Bowen knows it's for Kudus without looking, gets out of the way. Kudus brings it down. And he's got a hell of a lot to do on his right foot, but he takes it on. The keeper, again, could maybe do a bit better, but it's a really good goal from him. Really clinical as well. And we've now got 2 players on our team as we were going to go and see that you give them half a chance, and we've got a really good opportunity to score a goal. And I feel confident whenever Bowen or Kudus are lining up a shot now. We almost made it 3-0, Jarrod Bowen. I mean, Paqueta passed it to Bowen for this one as well. Bowen quickly shifted onto his left, hit the post, just went across the face of the goal, almost making it 3-0. But at half-time, while you must have been buzzing about potentially winning £83, you must have been purring about what you were seeing.
I ran to the kitchen, stuck some curly fries in the air fryer. I was feeling pretty good about life, to be honest.
Showing off.
13 minutes, curly fries in the air fryer. I was back sat down. Honestly, it was a slick operation, actually, much like West Ham today, really. I was feeling pretty confident. I was thinking about you when you were saying that. Well, not when I was eating my curly fries, obviously. When you said that you, sorry,
no, carry on.
When you were saying earlier on about you didn't think he'd make any substitutes until the 80th minute, I was saying, I wonder if Gio's going to be right about that. I wonder if he'll make an early substitution because we were looking pretty comfortable. That being said, right at the end of the first half, a Gerd made a crucial headed clearance. So that was just a little warning shot. If Moyes had been listening to our build-up show and he was thinking of proving Gio wrong, I think the Gerd header might have thought, no, I'm gonna wait. I'm going to wait to do those substitutions. But yeah, really good, mate. Really, really good at halftime.
I think in the first half, there's a lot of good defensive parts to our game. It's just overshadowed by the clinical nature of our attack. But I think Souček made a couple of good blocks. Agard, like you said, Emerson at the back post, they had a couple of corners where they won the first one. It was bouncing around. But our players, I thought we were first to everything today. I thought we won every 50-50 the first half. It felt like a third half against Freiburg. It felt like I've just seen the same performance again like we did on Thursday night. I was absolutely loving it. I thought it was near perfection. The only slight thing that I didn't think was great was Zuma's yellow card. Now, that was to go on and not cause us any bother. But at the time, at half time, I was thinking, oh no, do we need to take him off on a booking? He's been done good and proper there. So we've now got a weak spot in our team. But I was buzzing with what I've seen, to be honest with you. I thought we were absolutely fantastic. I thought the energy was really high. The tactics were really good. Kudus, Bowen, Paqueta were all performing really well. I was really pleased with what I've seen, Gonzo. We got a bit of a warning, though, and maybe got to let off with it a little bit, if you want to suggest that. Sarabia had it in the back of the net, but disallowed. However, I think Wolves might have deserved that with the run of play in the build-up to that goal.
I've even though I've seen the drawing of the lines, I actually questioned the lines accuracy in the draw. I'm still not convinced that was offside, really. Yeah, I'd have been really disappointed. That was so marginal. I think if I was Wolves today, I'd be looking at that thinking, well, hold on, how come they took so long being precise with that, and then Soufal didn't get sent off? I think I'd probably be looking at that and wondering what the hell VAR was all about after today. Really, they left the two. You know, look, he was left Emerson a bit of a 2-on-1 there. To be fair, because of the way that the play had compressed very, very quickly across the pitch. Yeah, look, I thought it was a good goal, but I wasn't overly. I never thought at any point they were going to pressure us too much because it was a counter-attacking performance. I didn't mind them attacking us. We almost needed them to have the ball. I thought we were springing traps for them today.
Yeah, I actually thought it looked obvious in real time. As soon as it happened, I thought this is offside. It's got to be. And it was actually closer than I expected it to be when we've seen the angles. But even when we've seen the angles, I was still confident. And it's just unlucky. It's not bad play by Sarabia. There's no way in real-time football, moving at the pace the game moves at, he knows he's this far offside, because that's all it is. Ultimately, you can't blame him. He's just incredibly unlucky. He can go do that exact same thing again, and next time he'll be that much onside, and it'll be, oh, he's timed his run, but it's not. It's sort of timed his run, but he thinks he's onside. He thinks he's in line. He doesn't know he's slightly offside. It's impossible to tell from that angle. So I feel bad. That's a lie. I didn't feel bad. I was buzzing that I was offside, but if I was to take my West Ham Claret and Blue specs off, that is just unlucky for Wolves. And I thought they deserved a goal, because I thought for maybe 10 minutes they had us pinned in and they were pinging long shots at us, but I thought Fabianski was busy enough today throughout the 90 minutes that Wolves had enough about them and probably deserved a goal for their efforts. I feel like we got away with one to some extent, but then Moyes would probably point to and say, well, that's what I intended us to do, to sit back, make it difficult, they can't score, hit him on the break, and well, we did again.
Yeah, absolutely. And this time, credit. So each time a defender involved, this time Souček won a tackle, and we were straight on it. Who's going to get the assist? Well, of course, Lucas Paquetá plays it in. Didn't think Bowen was going to score, I've got to say. I thought he'd gone on the wrong side. Thought he was, but it was amazing. It was such a clinical strike, Gio. Again, with his weaker foot. It's just so impressive. Just lethal. West Ham were lethal today, and we really did. And when we won the ball back on each of those occasions, and as and obviously the one that that hit the post, which is when we won the ball back, we were on them straight away. It was a case of turn and attack, and that is entirely why you need pace in your team. And I just think for too long, West Ham haven't either utilised that pace or had that pace. That's why you've got to have it. You must have at least two players in your attack that can do that and take that ball and then that's all it is. It's turning defence into attack, and I thought we did it beautifully.
Now you need to go, but before you do, I've got two questions for you. Just give me quick answers if you want. One, are you suggesting earlier that you think Sufal should have been sent off?
Oh yeah, and I'm surprised he didn't calm down either. He did.
he was on something today, weren't he? In the first half as well, he sort of not forearm smashed him, but there was a bang there from him. And then the second half, he.
And you just don't know. I was looking at it thinking, I wonder if something's happened. He's lost his head. And I love the attritional part of his game, Gio. I love the attritional part of his game. I really do. But I thought today, what I actually think possibly might happen, he got a knock earlier. I thought he made a little bit more of it, but then I saw he actually had a bit of a bruise on his face. So I hadn't been fair to him, to be fair. And I think because he didn't get the justice that he thought he would get, I think he went and tried to get retribution himself. And I'm just surprised after the first time that it happened, Gio, and he didn't get the card. I was surprised to see him go and do what he did in the second half. But I've got to say, I did feel I didn't feel sorry for them not scoring. I did feel a bit sorry for the Wolves lad because then he got taken out. Then he got taken out and again. I was thinking,
he got Kerr come on and done him again.
I know. Honestly, he probably get him stretchered off or something like that. So yeah, sorry. What was your other question?
Man of match.
Oh, that's a tough one. It's tough. I'm going to go with Paquetá, but it's close.
Brilliant. Right, well, Gonzo, I'll catch up with you in the player ratings tomorrow. That's Gonzo gone. Gonzo has to go, so you're stuck with me for the next 5 minutes or so, but I'll catch up with him in the player ratings over on Patreon. In terms of Jarrod Bowen's goal, really clinical. Souček reads the game really well, good interception, gives it to Paquetá. Brilliant ball by Lucas, out to Jarrod Bowen. Fantastic first touch. He's away. On his weak foot, he's got a lot to do. And again, I think Bentley should be doing better here, but he gets the goal, and that just killed the game. I thought Wolves had a little bit of something about them in the second half. First half, they had nothing. They were sort of heavily reliant on set pieces a little bit. That's where their dangers were coming from. But in the second half, I thought they had a lot of the play, a lot of crosses into the box, but the Bowen goal just killed them, knocked any small hope that they had was just gone at that point. And we were in cruise control for the rest of the game. Moyes did the changes, Alvarez off, and then eventually Paquetá and Kudus off. Would have liked to have seen him a bit sooner. I can understand why he was a bit hesitant, but I would have liked to have seen him sooner. But nevertheless, a fantastic win for us today. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. I absolutely enjoyed it. It's not a lucky win. When after Burnley, I was the first person to say I think we were lucky, we got away with that. Well, today we deserved the 3 points. We got the 3 points. I thought it was pretty entertaining. Second half, as I said, Wolves had their momentum and their spell, but in the first half, I thought it was all one-way traffic. I thought we absolutely bossed that game. And in the build-up show, I said to Gonzo, you know, we don't really dominate a game. When do we ever dictate the tempo of it of a match? Well, I just got it. There it is. This Moyes basically picked Wolves game up and threw it back at me and said, watch that one. Well, it was done after it, but I thought we dictated the play. Even when Wolves had the ball in the second half and they were trying to do things, I think that was almost our tactics, which is what you're going to do with it, because we were setting traps almost so we can spring on the counter. We never really got much opportunity. We struggled a little bit, but when we did get one, we made it 3-0. So arguably, tactically, Moyes got his spot on today. Again, fantastic win for us. A clean sheet, back-to-back clean sheets for the first time this season, I think. But certainly 2 clean sheets in, 3 clean sheets in 6 games now as well. So, you know, Fabianski will be looking at Moyes probably thinking, I dare you to drop me for Arriola now because I'm doing nothing wrong. Despite conceding 5 against Fulham, I'm doing nothing wrong here. 2 clean sheets. The defence is performing better with me in the sticks. No complaints whatsoever today. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. Anyway, player individual performances. It's all about 2 players really, isn't it? Kudus and Paqueta. But the mad thing is, I thought Jarrod played well. I thought, despite being a bit of a nutter, I thought Soufal played all right, but possibly should have been sent off. I think Emerson was fine. Alvarez, Souček were fine. I thought Bowen played well up front. Fabianski was strong in goal. I think nobody played badly today, but Kudus and Paqueta were just on another level, not just individually, but playing together as well. I thought they were absolutely fantastic. And I thoroughly enjoyed watching them two in the first half. Every time Kudus ran, Paqueta had, I thought, go and pick him out, and he did. Really enjoyed it. We deserved that. And we needed a game like that, actually, where we've just battered Wolves to a side, gone to 7th in the Premier League. I think now you were to take our points so far this season, we were to continue with this rate for the rest of the season, it would have been good enough to finish 8th last year. I think it put us on 60 points. That would be 8th position in the league last season, which is what I'm hoping for. Yes, there's things that need to occur for 8 to get European football, but it gives us hope now. We now have a belief that actually maybe we can start aiming for European football. We've got a tough fixture coming up with Liverpool in the Cup. I'm hopeful for it. Man United next week. Again, I'm hopeful for that one as well. If we can get through these next few fixtures, Man U, Arsenal and Brighton, and still be above Brighton or Man U in the league, we're doing good. We're going to the January transfer window in good shape. Now, obviously, there's a big issue in regards to AFCON, but that's something we've got to deal with. But tonight, there was no African nations. We absolutely smashed it. We smashed Wolves off parts. Soufal smashed Bellegarde off the pitch as well. My man of match, it's difficult, isn't it? Kudus and Paqueta. I'm going to say Paqueta, which, you know, Kudus has just scored 2 goals, one of them both really good strikes as well, and played well all round. But I do think Paqueta was back to his best. I've given him stick for the last few games. Not the last one against Freiburg, the 4 games before that, maybe I've been quite critical of him, and I'm not being happy with his performances, but today he was purring out there. He made us tick. And again, in the build-up, someone said if Emerson, Paqueta and Kudus turn up, we've got a chance. And I remember highlighting it more about the Emerson angle. But I commented saying, well, actually, my 3 would be Emerson, Kudus and Bowen, not Paqueta. Well, I was wrong. That poster, sorry, I don't know. I can't recall exactly who it was that said it, but you were bang on because those 3 turned up, the latter 2 in particular, and they completely won us the game. Absolutely fantastic. So well done, David Moyes. Well done, West Ham. Well done, Paqueta and Kudus. Anyway, I'll be live with Gonzo tomorrow morning on Patreon. If you want to try Patreon, go to patreon.com/Hammers Chat. You can sign up for a trial, so it won't charge you. You get 7 days access, so you will access all of our content for the next 7 days. So we'll have player ratings tomorrow, player ratings on Thursday for the Arsenal game. We'll have a podcast with Anton Ferdinand. We'll have Hammerlytics where Charlie talks to Jack. We'll have our podcast, which has got nothing to do with football. It's not for everyone, but some people like it. You'll have my opposition prediction for Liverpool and Man United. So there's probably about Q&A tomorrow night, by the way. Tomorrow night on Patreon, we've got a Q&A with Frank McAvenny where the patrons ask the questions for Frank McAvenny. You'll access that as well. So if you try Patreon tonight, you will be able to watch all those videos, including a Q&A with Frank McAvenny and asking questions too. So there's lots of content, probably about 10 videos in the next week that you'll get to see while you're a trial member. So go to patreon.com/Hammers Chat. And if anyone's looking for a last minute Christmas gift for you, say, hey, why don't you sign me up to Hammers Chat? Worth a try, isn't it? Anyway, if you enjoyed this review, drop a like on it by clicking thumbs up, subscribe to Hammers Chat. Catch you in a bit.